How you doing, everybody? Jason Wolde here at Lambeau Field. Not that you can tell because it's dark now, but the Packers moved to 10-0 here as they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 35-26. They are now off to a 10-0 start for the third time in team history. When they did it in 1929 and when they did it in 1962, they went on to win the NFL championship. They're also the third defending Super Bowl champion to start the following season 10-0. The 1990 San Francisco 49ers followed up their Super Bowl by going 10-0 to start the 90 season. They ended up losing at home to the eventual Super Bowl champion New York Giants in the NFC Championship game. And the 98 Denver Broncos, who beat the Packers in Super Bowl 32, started 10-0 in 1998 and went on to win their second straight Super Bowl that year. Meanwhile, that's not what the Packers seem to be thinking about in the wake of this game, and led by Aaron Rodgers, who had another statistically very good game. He had his 10th straight game of a passer rating of over 110. He has yet to dip below that threshold, and yet 23 of 34, 299 yards, 3 touchdowns. Didn't seem to matter to him all that much. He was more focused on the fact that he threw 1 interception. He had a drive where he had a couple of times where he missed Greg Jennings when he was open. He seemed like a guy who was really less than thrilled with his performance, which I think there's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that would be thrilled to throw the ball as well as Aaron Rodgers did. But he wasn't the only one who wasn't happy with the way the Packers played today. The defense, for the 6th time in 10 games, gives up 400 or more yards. They allow Josh Freeman to throw for a career-high 342 yards. They watched LeGarrette Blount run for 54 yards for a touchdown, on which there were 8 players that either got a hand on him or were in the vicinity and should have been able to at least make an attempt to tackle him. And LeGarrette Blount ends up in the end zone. So those were a couple of the things that were a concern. Certainly the Packers still should feel good about the fact that they're 10-0, but they're 2/3 of their way through the gauntlet that is this 3-game and 10-day schedule as they prepare for Thanksgiving in Detroit. So, while this game may have been flawed in their view, Mike McCarthy, I think, said it best. He said, we haven't faced a lot of adversity this year, and adversity's awesome, which I'm not sure I'd go so far as to say awesome, but I do think it's good for this team. They have yet to trail in the fourth quarter during the 16 consecutive games that they've won, dating back to that Giants game last year here that got them started on their 6-game winning streak, 2 at the end of the regular season, 4 in the playoffs, including the Super Bowl, and now 10 games this year. They have not trailed in the fourth quarter. So the fact that Aaron Rodgers had to hit Jordy Nelson on that 40-yard touchdown in a 28-26 game on 3rd and 4 from the Tampa Bay 40 was a pretty big play. And while Aaron Rodgers may not be focused on that throw, he may be focused on the one before it that was intercepted. I think this is still a very good win for the Packers and should help them down the road, perhaps as early as Thursday when they take on the 7-3 Detroit Lions. We'll check in back with you from Detroit after that Thanksgiving game. Thanks for tuning in here on ESPNMilwaukee.com and ESPNMadison.com, and we'll see you next time.